Alrighty, today we got a pair that you probably don't see very often. That's an almost immaculate 064. This is a 034 Super Arctic with the heated handles. But we're going to swap the cylinder out. This is a male Molly, however you say it, onto the 034. Customer wanted that swapped out. He heard that those ones poured up better. And we're going to tear both these down and we'll see how they do. But you do not see these this nice very often. So I'm pretty excited to work on these. Nice, clean, good condition. What more can you ask for? This one's got the mesh air filter. That is the metal filter housing. So these don't come around very often. I want to say this one was mostly put together from new old stock parts. Just because there's not a serial number on the case. But either way, it's still an all original, all Stihl 064. We're going to wait on the 034. I still got to get the dyno runs done on that. I forgot about those. But these ones are all done. Good to go. No, I haven't used them a whole lot, but these 0 series saws are kind of growing on me. Just because they're super simple. What's everybody think about them? Anybody still run these 0 series every day? Which one are you all picking? 500i or one of these? This is a little bit bigger displacement. I don't know. It'll be fun to see how it turns out. See, still has all the cage in the muffler. We'll be getting rid of that. Putting an outlet on the side. There we go. I don't know if you can see it, but definitely a nice coating of oil. That's nice to see sitting in there. Like I said, I ran this one on the dyno the other day, and that's the kind of residue left over. That's what keeps the bottom end alive. Nice clean cylinder. I'm pretty sure there's no time on this at all. We'll get this all set up in the lathe. We'll cut the squish, we'll cut the base. We'll lay out some port times, and we'll see how much more power we can make out of it. Well, here's the ported 064 cylinder. Just roughed up the intake, opened up the lowers, raised the uppers, raised the exhaust a little bit. 40 thousandths out of the band. Squish set at 24. Got 100 on the exhaust, 120 on the transfers, and 77 on the intake. We'll get this all cleaned up and put on. Alright. Got this case all cleaned. It was already pretty clean. All right, now for the moment of truth. Make sure it still spins. Look at there. We are doing good. All right, we'll get this carb ring back in. Throttle rod hook back up. Get the fuel line back on. All right, got the grommet back in. Get the recoil put back on. Alright, here's the muffler. Fresh coat of paint. Medium deflector on the side. And we remove the baffle. So we'll get this all put on. Fuel it up. Fire it up. See how it does. Add some fuel. Alright, let's see if this one fires up. Well, idle's a little high, but we gotta tune it in once it's on the dyno. Man, that sure is a nice clean saw. Alright, up close, personal look at this 064. You can kind of see here. Come on, give me some light. There you can see the muffler mod. We tuck it in. Just hide that. Still kind of in awe over how nice this one is. You don't see new sauce this nice sometimes. But we'll get this one. Just want to show it off. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, here's the results on the ported 064. See, we had 7.59 horse stock. That's pretty darn stout. And we're up to 9.39. And we added a good bit of torque. 5.91 foot-pounds versus the 5.2. You can see, just a nice stout work saw. Still same type of RPM. If anything, we might have dropped where the peak horsepower is made, right around this 9,000 RPM mark versus this 96, 9,800. But that'll give us a nice broad power band, added torque, added power, and this thing ought to really run. But it's not every day that you see an almost brand new 064. Does anybody still use these 064s out in the woods? Let me know your guys' experience with them. Anybody got some good stories? All right, thanks a lot, everyone.